All right. Ooh, man, my friend. I don't. Let's get it. mm, Which one is it? Hmm, this one. Okay. Let's get that muted so I don't hear myself talking. All right, let's kill Splinteroot. Sounds fun, right? Sounds fun. Let's go ahead and, ooh, let's go ahead and, let's turn that. Let's turn that off. Okay. Now we can go to this. And we did get a few more. So let's see what we got here. None of these are going to be any good, I don't think. Of course not. Why would they be any good? Get this up too. At least work on it. Okay. Clear these out here. I mean, if I get a decent one, we'll keep it. But there's no decent ones there. Not a decent. Not decent. Decent. Not decent. Crappy and crappy. All right. Well, so we're left with the 78 plus 40 fire. That's the bow we're going to end up with. It's going to be way better than, right? Okay, cool. That one's quick. This one's medium. Ah, crap. Oh, well, I mean, oops, 2 hours. Like 2 hours to try to get a bow. And, okay, cool. It's not going to take much to get all of that. So this guy is weak to fire, right? All right. So definitely a lot better there. A lot better for the fire damage as well. So awesome. 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 All right. So it's 125. This one's 38. That can go bye-byes. This one can come down here. And well, we want to start doing damage, right? I mean, like legit, we're not doing much for damage. So let's get ourselves moved here to where we're a little bit better of a position. Can be right here. Okay, cool. That'll work. So you can clearly see we're not doing anything for damage. It let me do it earlier. Didn't it? I'm not sure why it let me do it earlier. Wait, is it really going to be that slow? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So was it over here, over here, so that. Oops, let's really go back up a minute here. Let's see, that almost 7 years. Oh, wow. Is it really going to be that slow? Okay, let's turn that volume down because I don't want to hear myself talk. No, no, no. Do that. All right. So, I mean, what else can we do? I mean, ugh, 2 hours. I could have waited until I had an 80 bow, 80 weapon power fire bow. I could have. I did. Do you think I saw one with plus 56 fire damage? Although it was only like a 56 weapon power. So I mean, it's like 6 of one, half dozen of a. It's gonna suck either way. So did the best we could um, with the time we had. And we did upgrade the fire bow a few times at least. This one here, fire tempest weapons that drop power. did upgrade that a bit in an attempt, and we upgraded the well, well, no, well, no. Oh, this one. Weapon power. We upgraded that. I mean, yeah, we could have spent more time. But it's definitely fine. We've done. We have 5Q damage to it already. Nice, 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 nice. So we're gonna get some points here. We can. Do we have anything we can spend that on to? Because like right now, damage would be really, really good. Not close. Close. Maybe here in an hour or two, we can maybe do some extra damage. Oh, I didn't check the last guy we killed. It's accuracy. Yeah, and the next one's then this one's defense, I think. So don't really need either one. Not missing at all. Gonna be sitting, but at least it's not gonna be like freaking 6 hours and 5 hours and 4 hours like it was through there. So we did spend a couple hours to well we did go through and get all most of our medallions. People are still missing one from this field. Samurai Guardians, yeah, Samurai Guardians. Some quite a few those guys as well. But then there's quite a few chests as well. But it's okay. We're doing what we can. So the crystal, Xylobones, don't. So something that pops up slightly these crystal. It's not really. Not much I can do with those. I did try to get the demon hound, but just not killing enough to do me worry about it. Demon mushrooms. No. Is that it? Yeah. Tried those. We tried those for a while. It's just not killing them fast enough. More than can. Just need more damage, which we need a better bow anyway. A better dust card. Last time I really tried to farm. I mean, yeah, plus 8 move damage. I didn't care about the plus uh, dust on it at that point because it was like, yeah, well, I mean, it is what it is. We'll deal with what we got. And damage seemed like it was more important. At least at my low end damage, that damage way more than that extra miss percentage. Well, man, go use the extra dust percentage to increase the damage. We might have to do that. I can revisit that. Try to get one that's quite a bit higher dust percentage. Just not even worry about the damage. Unless we happen to luck into different. We've tried Gilco multiple times. We've tried so many guys. It's just not good. 133,000, 33,000 chins for the medallions on World 6. That's like 1 in 20,000 on World 5. Less than 1,000 on World 1. But one in the, oh, it was like a 1 in 167 less than that. I think last time I might have bought a few upgrades since then because I haven't looked for a while. Get her done. Hopefully. Hopefully. Probably going to not talk much for this. I'm probably just gonna like mute the mic and do something else. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, we don't need to talk throughout the whole thing. I mean, ideally, find out what the next element is after this damage. So we can look right now. Oh, I don't need to wait, even though it's wrong button. Perhaps that's the it doesn't tell me much. Lantern. That's just a lantern. That's the lantern. Yeah, it's not gonna tell me. Okay. Themselves are just human with the abominations probably how much it's in. So why didn't this type? Why doesn't it? Why doesn't it turn? You would think it would be like, oh, yeah, we're gonna do weak against, he's gonna be weak against this. Yeah, so, yeah, I'll wait till my proof. We'll talk to stuff. I mean, we're already 18%, 18% damage or what being done. So that's what 9%, just under 9%. That's not bad. It's not bad. Really? Way faster than regular day. Of course, he's being out. Very increases danger. This is the drop, the damage on the drops. Or at least I thought, I think. I mean, like, hmm, it's not going slow. It's not going like super slow. I had that bow probably an hour ago. I just kept waiting for something better. Something better. I had one of the first bows that popped actually. You would think after a couple hours I'd have a better bow. Couldn't get a plus 80 weapon power. It's we'll turn the off so you can't you don't need to see me. I'm just here. Just, just here. Something. It's been first. Is it this over it? Is this what it is? My shop? My bookcase? No, it's not. Hmm. 118? What? We're almost going 12%? Really? Dude, is it really getting that fast? That's 140. Oh, oh well, nice. It's going way faster than I thought it was. I'm not happy. I really, really, really need to get that thing working on that a bit for my main channel. Got some tools. And I'm running on working that wood shop. Working the wood shop. Such I just want to get out of well, I want to get out of that. If I can do the wood shop, then make it good for me. Make it all work for me. That just sounds to me like you're much better using my training. I did figure out if I did figure out if I just start up at 100 units, just to start. If I can even come close to what the other sellers doing, that should be about 3 days worth of. It should take about 3 days to sell out. If I go away, what's enough? Granted, I'm not going to do this as well off as they are. Um, but I mean, 3 days to sell 100 units, that's not bad. It's not bad. Be like 2.5, but still, it's not bad at all. Yeah, 2 bucks ridiculous. It's not bad. Anyway, food's done, so I will meet the mic and go upstairs and eat. So I lied. Came back. It's going faster than I thought it was going to. Let's just sit here while it does it. It's only going to take, what, 20, 30 minutes? Maybe an hour? I mean, that's not bad. I still got several hours till bedtime. Get off and on. Cause perfect. But I imagine tonight, here's the thing, like with my wood shop, finally gonna get set up. And finally, I know after years and years and years of wanting to do a wood shop, wanting to have a wood shop, finally gonna get started set up. I guess with the one item we plan on starting this, which I still have no idea how to sell it. Not that I have no idea how to, but I have no idea how I'm going to do several steps of this. And I really don't have an idea how long it's going to take. I says I got that stuff to get done to figure out kind of how long it's going to take me to make the cuts that I need. And then, of course, I got a miter saw. I got the miter saw stand the other day, like it said I was going to. Me and I got it set up. And of course, I ordered a miter saw at the same time, which it said it would be here the other day, and it didn't show up. And Walmart canceled the order. And well, they didn't send me an email saying they canceled it. I got them to check like that. Why is it like not coming? Like, why is it not here? And it said order canceled. So the one thing I got is that it wasn't available. Well, it did say it wasn't available. So my guess is it's not available at that store. Well, I only got 16 miles to the one Walmart, 14 miles to another Walmart, and 20 miles to a third Walmart. So there's 3 stores. Like just pull it from a different store and have someone from the store bring it. Or like if there's that, have the warehouse ship it. I mean, I didn't say it had to come from the store. Walmart's website said that because it was like, well, Walmart's website said, hey, we have it in stock, so we'll send it from the store. And the store said, we don't have it in stock, so we're going to cancel your order. No. Why are you canceling my order? I mean, isn't there a way for them to go in there and go, send it from the warehouse? Or another store that's close? I don't know. I don't know. I got back on the website. Still says it's in stock. Still says they have plenty. I was like, like if I order it again, it's not going to come. We get to get sent to the store, and the store will say we don't have it. So I ordered a different brand that the store doesn't carry. That way, I knew it would just come from the warehouse. I mean, not the brand I wanted, although it does look to be a bit nicer, a little more expensive. It does look to be a bit nicer. Then I ran into the same problem with the sander, which I did get the miters on. Finally by that. Got it last night. And it sat on my porch all night long while it's burning. Shocked that it still didn't get home. But ordered the sander, I think the same night that I ordered the miter saw the miter saw stand. Last night they sent me an email saying that the sander wasn't available. It wasn't coming. They canceled it. And I'm like, I have emails saying it's en route. Like, I have emails saying it's en route. Like, seriously, why? No, they can't do it. So I'm like, okay. So I got on today, searched through their stuff, found another sander that's similar to the one I wanted. It's about $40 more expensive. And I do like it. I do like to set up on that a little bit better. I don't know if it was $40 worth of doing rats, but I still need a table to put it on. Then I can put it on the table soften that one. Well, once it comes. I do click 100 of this item up to be proceeded. I'll just drop it off with that fulfillment center. I'd say, that they do sell 400 within 2.5 to 3 years. Or it should be pretty good money. I mean, depending on how long it takes to build it. Or to build 100 of them. Now, I still got to figure out what I want to do for the next part because all I have right now is the tools to cut it or to make the cuts. At least the majority of the cuts. At least some cuts off these table sawing, but I already have a table saw, so it really wasn't an issue there. Just needs a miter saw. And I have sanders, but I wanted a tabletop sander to where I can just like sit there and maybe I'd want to actually sit in it. And just boop, 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 boop. Because one of the things I'm planning on selling is some unfinished uh, cuts. Um, Seems like it's sold really well. I feel like crafts and stuff. But I mean, I make the cuts. I quit with a quick sanding, not a perfect polish sand, just a quick sanding to get rid of any splinters or whatever. So, makes it look a little bit nice. And then package about the section amount, and then if someone buys them from there. Which if I go that route, it's gonna take a lot of work. Well, except that. So that's what I'm working on. Just like I got the first two steps figured out. Now the third step, still not sure. That'd be sealing it or staining it or whatever. Putting a finish on it. Because the first thing I'm on paper, but one item I really wanted, which I think is going to be good. Well, in a higher profit reduction, um, because required of finished work. So I need to figure out how I'm going to finish it, like going to mineral baths and going to stain them, mark them. So it's like, okay, do I use a burner? Like, probably be better off to get a CNC machine. Is that the right word? A laser etcher? Maybe a laser etcher? Might be okay. That actually might be the way to go. Let's see how much a laser etcher is. A laser, evidently. Engraving machine. Okay, laser engraving machine, laser printer. Hmm. Okay, I mean, you. I mean, yeah. I mean, that would be fine for other products. Okay, the red one's not bad. I could probably put 50 or 60 on there. Get a button and laser. Okay, cool. Price isn't horrible. I mean, it's not a top end model. I'm looking at a pretty low end model. Okay, so laser engraver. That's what we're gonna want for that part. That'll be nice. So I still need to figure out what kind of finish I want. Maybe I should figure out if I want to do the finish before engraving. Probably should engrave before I finish. That's okay. We got testing to do and everything to make sure everything's done to work fine and to figure out what finish we want to do anyway. So the first step tonight is once this guy's dead, it's all set up and a few cuts. Or at least see how many we can get out of some of the scrap wood laying around here. All right. That way I have some pieces to work with so I can work on my different finishes to see what I like best. Kind of specific with it. I mean, I can't sand them. Well, I can. I just have to get a hand sander around. With the other sanders and all. Yeah. Gross. Then I need to. Well, once I get all that figured out, then I need to worry about packaging. So I mean, I gotta get everything set up and see how long it takes me to make the cuts. So I can get. I mean, I can run the numbers on how many I should be able to get out of a board. Selection of wood. See, figure out how much it's going to cost me and whatnot. I mean, I might just go with a couple 1 by 1 pine pieces of pine. I mean, because I can get out of per one of those, which should be easy. Not as many as you would think, right? Figure out what dimensions I need to buy. That way, most cuts for the I don't know if it'd be better to do a 2 by 4, 4 by 4, or not 4 by 4. 2 by 6, 2 by 8, 4 by 8, whatever. Figure out what it's going to take. The most cuts per dollar. We're talking small items, so I mean, there should be quite a few cuts, pieces. Figure out how long it's going to take me to make the cuts. Kind of my idea is to just see how many I can do. So I'm going to make $20 an hour, I think. So how many cuts can I get in an hour? And then divide that $20 that I want for that hour, or divide the $20 that I want for that hour by how many I can cut. And see where that puts the price at. And then I gotta sand an hour's worth. And see how many I can sand in an hour, and then divide that $20 for an hour by how many I can sand to then increase the price or adjust the price to. I mean, let's face it. By the time I buy the material, make the cuts, it's probably only gonna be like $1 item at that point. But then once I put the sanding on, I don't know why I take it to $2, $3. I imagine sanding's gonna be way slower. Other people are selling them for $7, so. After the sanding, it's going to be staining. If it's like, or staining or finishing, whatever the process is going to be for that. It's still undecided, but I want something that's easy and cheap. But of course, no. Yeah, maybe it'll probably cut 1,000 or more an hour. Sanding, I don't know, maybe 100 an hour. I'm just taking a guess here. And then, of course, staining, I mean, probably 20,000 an hour. Like, I mean, really, there's no there's no reason I can't just dump them. I mean, mineral bath or stain or whatever. There's probably no reason I can't just dump them in. Dump them in, pull them out, let them off. I mean, that's really almost negligible. But then, of course, gotta have the cost of the stain too. Yeah, then I'll have to worry about the engraving part. See how long it's going to take. That happened. on board and hit the button for a move. Ah. I wasn't taking a race. I'm going to use scrap wood to start with, so I mean, it's not like the wood's not costing me anything. So I mean, it's just wood sitting here. So I don't care if I finish it and then, oops, I should have engraved it first. If I figure that out later, it's not a big deal. It's just scrap wood. It's not like it's just doing my time to figure out how much I can do in an hour, to figure out how much I would need to charge for them to make a profit. And figure out how many I can get done in a day. That way, just in case some like subscription box or whatever goes, hey, we want to place an order for 10,000 units. How long is it going to take yet? And I'll be like, oh shit. Then I'll be like, okay, cutting that many is going to take X amount of hours. Sanding that many is going to take X amount of hours. Engraving everyone's going to take X amount of hours. Finishing is going to take X amount of hours. And then packaging them is going to take X amount of hours. And of course, they're going to want to, they're going to want a bulk discount. So I'll have to figure that in. Of course, if I ever get to the point where I'm moving forward with this, like, 'cause, I mean, if it's not going to be profitable, it's going to be profitable. I'm just testing the water with this thing. But like if I do move forward with it, if it's going to be profitable and I can make some money, of course, the price will be a little higher at first to recoup the money that was spent on the tools. Because it's the only thing I'm really buying these tools for is to do this woodworking. But to get out of having to do the work. I mean, my situation is real. I don't want to say unique. Um, I do have trouble sleeping. Like right now, I can get to sleep no problem. Right now, I feel like, oh, yeah, I gotta keep the schedule for work. Else I'm gonna be tired at work. I'll go back to work. But I'd like to get kind of like a day type schedule. Like, but my problem with sleep is I might lay down at 10 o'clock at night. Uh, when I was working day shift, I might lay down at 10 o'clock at night and be up by 2 or be up by midnight, be like wide awake. Two, maybe 4, wide awake. And there's times where I lay down at 10 o'clock at night and it'd be really hard to get up at 8 o'clock in the morning. Granted, I've always had jobs that required me to already be at work by then, but days off. I was like, oh, today, for example. I mean, I went to bed right around 10 o'clock, slept till 6. So, yeah, that's only 8 hours. Yeah, that's only 8 hours. But I mean, I could have laid there. I could have stayed in bed. I mean, I was so tired. I did stay up a little later today because day off. I could get started on stuff. But, I'd rather get some other things done. I'd like to get to a point where I can just sit here and it'd be really nice to sit there and just be like, okay, well, we're gonna hit the button on this game, let this game go. We're gonna move the character here, let this game go. Have it on a monitor where I can watch in my shop, which that's not a problem at all. Or even take the laptop out there, I don't care. But then just go from there and see what happens. But yeah, not specifically this game. Any game that has like an idle aspect to it. Just hit a button here and there. I mean, when I worked at the police station, remember coming to jail. A lot of times I'd have that. I'd have my laptop there to keep a game running that way, or edit videos, depending on what time allotted for. I mean, when you're dispatching, and it's like, okay, you got to wait for a call to come in or for an officer to do something. So it's a small town. You might get 2 or 3 calls a week, or 2 or 3 calls at night. Well, when I first started there, it was like maybe 8 or 9 calls a night. On average about 1 an hour, but I mean between 2 and 5, there was usually nothing. And if there was something that in between those hours, it was something serious. So generally, sometimes it was just work though. Eh, but then you sit there and you go like, okay, like well, how do I kill these 3 hours for nothing? Granted, I mean, eight calls in an 8 hour shift is not even busy at all. But that's improved traffic stops. Of course, when I went back it's like I did that for over a decade. Well, I mean, 15 years. Um, I did leave from just went straight to the jails and just dealt with jails. Of course, the jail I went to, I had no time to do anything. I had to stay on the floor the whole time. I mean, I couldn't play games. Uh, like even if I was working midnights and the ways were all asleep, I still couldn't play a game. I mean, I had to walk, check on everyone every 10 minutes, every 15 minutes. I'm sorry, every 15 minutes there. Um, most facilities it's once an hour or no more than one. No longer than an hour between checks. But at that one, they wanted us to beat the doors every 15 minutes. Which was like, okay, this is annoying as crap, but we'll do it. And sitting in there, I can hear everything. Like, they don't understand. And I didn't have one hang himself. He did not die. He lived. He was out though. He just definitely blue in the face. I got, but he was able to bring him back. Had I, I really didn't hear much from that. So I mean, yeah. I mean, because I don't think I heard anything that would have made me go, "Oh shit, let's check on him." I really don't think I heard it. So I mean, kind of made me think about the other jail I worked at for just like at least at minimum once an hour. Um, Ideally, less, but minimum of which I did have the one lady over there. Well, no, my shift was something else's shift. She was trying to hang herself, and the 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 guy that was watching the jail that night, he kept going back and checking on her, but he didn't write it down. And I'm like, okay, you kept checking on her because clearly you heard something or had some sort of sentence or feeling, and you kept stopping her. Like when I watched the tape back, it was like yeah, he's like interrupting her every single time, and she's like running back to her bunk every single time. I can't, we didn't have a camera and everything where you could see in the whole cell, but you could see through a little food slot and through the window. and he'd see her running the room, and he'd see her back. She'd hear she'd hear him open the door, the one outer door, to go through the window with her. She was like, so she had that blanket cut up pretty good, but of course, it's not getting the ball on the bed. Just much of anything as far as what her intent was for even though she cut it because it's dark in there and you're just gonna see a ball of blanket on the bed. You're like, okay, yeah, blanket's there. She's fine. But I mean, he did check on her. So I mean, I asked him to just fix his log to show or explain why he was checking on her as much as he did. I just wanted accuracy. Like, I mean, he wrote down some of his checks, but most of his checks he didn't write down. I was like, dude, you saved your life. Like this is a shining example of you doing the right thing. Like, I just want the log to show that you did the right thing. Like, that's all I want. I mean, I can see on the video you did the right thing. I just want the log to show that. So I was the jail administrator with that show. I just wanted to reflect how good of a job he did, and how attentive he was to interrupt her as much as he did, and to prevent her from doing it by interrupting her. Like, that's all I really wanted. He wouldn't do it. He did a great job. Just like with the guy that I had. I mean, I didn't hear anything out of it. Someone was walking by, peeked in, and they're like, dude, I it's been out today. I mean, I just checked on him like 10 minutes ago. So I was like, what? Like, it's not time. But yeah, when I got there, I mean, I ran over there and looked in, and oh shit, he's blue. Popped the door, ran back, yelled for scissors to be handed in to me, and went back in and cut that off of his neck. And then, then I was work to get him back and get him back. I mean, really, it was probably less than 3 or 4 minutes. I think from the time you tightened it to the time it was found. And, 3 or 4 minutes, it seems like it had to be less than that. I mean, he was like what, 5 minutes? That's brain damage. We had no brain damage, so it wasn't five. Now, if that person hadn't bought it, it would have been more than five. I would have to do a check for another probably 2 minutes. And it is what it is. I mean, you can't sit there outside of everyone's door all the time. You only do what you can do. No, I would have been fine. I wouldn't have gotten in trouble. It's sad to say. I mean, I would have felt like crap, but legally, legally, I would have been fine. No, I don't think I would have. Mentally, I've been upset because like that's like one of the last things I ever wanted was to lose an inmate. So anyway, back to the thing here. Uh, when I went back to the police department, it was like maybe 3 or 4 calls a week. working midnights. And it's like, wow. Like, that's when I was like, okay, chief, like, I gotta bring my laptop in, dude. I have to. Like, can I get you permission? He said, oh, yeah, no problem. I'm like, all right, I can edit some of my videos here. I'm not told him, so I'm not going to live stream. I'm not going to play my games. I can edit videos. That's what you can upload them here. I'll upload them home. He's like, oh, no, you can upload them here. I'm like, no, 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 no. Internet's too slow. Like, like, yeah, no, internet's too slow. Like, there was just no way. Like, they run on old internet plan at a much slower speed for probably more than what it would cost to get on the normal internet nowadays. I mean, like legit, like when Spectrum came in and took over for Time Warner, like I got mad because my internet bill jumped from like $24 a month to well, it's $25 a month, but it jumped to like $48 a month. Levels. Like I called them, and I was getting ready to yell and scream, and I'm like, I don't understand this price increase, blah blah blah. The lady was like, look, you went to the I was $49, 49.99. She's like, you had like 20 megabits per second download speed on the old plan. She said, no, we don't offer that speed. We offer 200 megabits per second download. So she said, now you're at 200 megabits per second download. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, let me do the math on that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm done with that price change now. Like, yeah, I'm paying twice as much for my internet than I was, but I'm fine with that now because I'm getting like 10 times the speed. Yeah, way better. But then, and of course, after a year, then it jumped up to $80 a month. So it works. Of course, now I pay for a higher speed anyway, so I pay more, way more. I keep looking for when other options are going to come into the area. I mean, there is better options on the other side of town. It's just they haven't made it over here yet. I mean, it's been a couple of years. They still haven't made it over here yet. Just wait for them better options. I'm gonna be quiet for a minute. Just, let this play through for a little bit and get something done. But I thought it'd be faster than that. Had enough done over there for now. Still taking way longer than I wanted it to, though. Way longer than it to. Let's do the math on this. 50, 150. Okay. So it's going to be about 75%. Okay. Get calculating now because I don't think it's right. Oh, calculator. Always my calculator. No. Okay. Let's do it this way. Calculator. Let's see. It's, it's 36%. 36%. I mean, here's the end, right? So this is like halfway right here, which means 5% would be right here. Oh, I mean, right here, this should be halfway, right? I mean, yeah, everything's wrong. It should be like, this should be like halfway. This should be halfway. So these numbers are spot. Wow, but can you fix that? Give it that way that slash is like 50%. Because if we go by the distance between the two, it should be like right here. So then half that distance would be about here, maybe. Yeah, about 30. Okay. Right, it doesn't look like 36. It's closer to 30 than 36. So clearly this is not accurate. Should we get a tape measure out? Let's see, a little bit more than my phone. Quite a bit more than my phone. And half my phone is here. Yeah. I had a tape measure close by. I would do that. Yeah, a piece of paper. Okay. I mean, well, unfold long. Yeah. At least inside here should be, which is right there-ish. Right here. Full bar. So cut that in half. Right. Cut that in half. Halfway mark. I'm not there before I get this up there. I'm saying that halfway mark should be right in here. Right. Okay. So let's see how. Right. So, huh. I'm off. I'm off. The halfway mark is your lava zones. Halfway mark is actually right there. Yeah, he's got it right. Okay. All right, not bad. So quarter This would be 58 Q, 58.25, which would mean a quarter would be right there. Wait, that'd be a quarter right there? Looks so wrong. It just looks so wrong. Something's goofy with the lava. Something's really goofy with it. I mean, 76 and 76 is 150. 150 times 150 is 300. So I mean, clearly we're a bit more, quite a bit more than a quarter because, I mean, it'd be 75 divided by 4, so you might as well say 80 divided by 4, so it's 20 Q off, so we'd have to about 55 Q. Uh, of which math shows 58 Q, so I mean, my mental math in the head is not that far off. Okay, 50, 55 versus 58. But did I say 55? Hell, I don't remember what I said. I don't have that good of a memory. No. I'm gonna get this guy anyway, right? I might as well do this. Yeah, we'll do that while we wait for this to finish. All right, it's only been a couple hours since we did it, so I think. We just did just get the, I think this once and this once. It's working back up. Uh, the next one. It'll take us to 832. So we're in 2E32, basically. Let's do that. Let's take it to 2E32 for now. So already 2E32. If I'm getting that much per second, then 33. We need 35. We could go to 33 here, but it's not really going to boost us that much, right? This would be the better bet to boost us. I'd like to see that movie. It's not gonna move. I think it's closer. It's fun. Check on sneaking while we wait. Hey, we found them coming up. More boost there. Check damage. Oh, these are both good. Check damage. Remove. Why are these both doing check damage? Pretend sneaking on this. Hmm. Different percentages, but Um, we do want drop rate. It's a section we do still need one of these. What is our 66 last time I checked? So 53. So that has definitely helped a bit. We're just pushing for now. We're just pushing. Worry about the XP and catching up later. Just right now, we're just push, 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 push. Trying to get. It'd be nice to get a few more lotus flowers too. I'm not gonna lie. It'd be nice. Then we'll push to the next floor to start getting that number to work for us. And of course, clearly we're getting levels. So we just moved these guys to this floor like maybe 3 hours ago. Then I cycled through everybody after they got a level or two. And then they're already leveled again, so at least once. They're fine. Uh, could boost these, could boost that. Well, I really want that. Really want to drop. And just increase that level just in case it does drop. So increase it a little more here. Then it's like, hey, what do I want to do now? Clearly, forward right? Clearly, we're gonna move that too. So we got what? 3 more floors? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think it's 3 more. Just one of these. One of these. It's only one. Just one of those. This is gonna. Oh, well, we already have that. Did we just get one? Oh, too long, pal. Well, that's not it. No, no, no. Scroll. Scroll up and things. It's this guy. This guy. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely need that. Just boost it. Definitely need that boost. This is gonna boost everything. So we could go back down and reduce some of these, but I mean, necklace and everything all kind of lacking. These ones aren't bad with where they're at. 53%. But you fell down. Why did you fall down? Dude, don't fall. I mean, yeah, okay, as long as the number's still going up, sure, fall down. All right, now we got a quarter of a cell left. Holy sh- Still, it's not bad, right? It's not bad at all. We've done this in a couple hours. Hold on. Since 3 minutes ago. Okay. Clearly, it's been longer than 3 minutes. But okay. Now, after we're done with this, like, should we start a new stream from this week? I think we should. I think we should start a new stream from this guy. But then just AFK on go get like get it set up to start, and then go AFK while we try to get a better weapon for the next guy. Come back, sell weapons. Come back, sell weapons. Come back, sell weapons. And then find the best one we got. Oh, I did say I was going to look to see about some damage, didn't I? I did say that. Did say that. I mean, this could be a little bit here. I only got 212. Yeah, I only got 212 billion. That's gross. How many billion are we getting now? 152. That's kind of gross. Oh, that's for dust. It seems like a good thing to want. The next weapon we're probably gonna need is probably gonna be what? Grass was the first one. This one's fire, so it's probably the ice from the first spend. So it could be grass or ice. Damage. I we need damage. Not going very much. Not that that helped, but it didn't help. Check out. 635. We're at 934. And office a little bit. 1.96032. 6032. 97. Okay. 97. E32. 1.98 E32. 2.11. 2.92. If we go slow enough, we shouldn't notice too much return of that. I was going to take one E35 to stop, but if we do that, it's going to nothing. One here. Second. So how many is that per minute? Probably a hell of a lot better. Probably be one and E33 every what 5 seconds. So an E34 every 50 seconds. So an E35 every 5 minutes, maybe. I don't know. That could be wrong. Is it going to be worth upgrading it? It really do. It take a lot of this. It take a lot of this to go like nowhere. That's a little bit better. Well, it's not great still. Um, Might get a level. I don't know. We did. Okay, we'll put some points in or 8 point into something that's not going to help us at all. At least we'll get a little more fun. At least we'll get a little bit more time out of it. I could probably check on my other guys and maybe that level or two. I don't know. But I did take this guy 2 hours ago. I took him over to try to get a level, just so I could have more talent points to spend. Because I wouldn't mind boosting some of this, and it's probably the best thing to boost right now. But I thought, like, oh, okay, he's been doing this pretty much nonstop for all week to get the medallions. Just to, we got one left on 1/6. Well, I mean, from the regular mobs at least. Gonna have to actively AFK to get the medallions. So, yeah, especially with the most of my damages. Like, what with my damages? Like, I can't just like walk into a map and go like, okay, everything dies. Yay! And of course, I'm just trying to increase my damage. Yes, anyway, so I thought, if I go through and get all the medallions, which I could in World 5 and World 4 too, I believe. Go through and get all the medallions first. And that's going to boost your damage a little bit. Then you can go back through and try to refuse that way. I mean, World 5, it just seemed like it was way too much work. Like, I could not get a good weapon at all to push. Now, if I had these weapons now back in World 5, World 5 would have been so easy. I mean, just last weekend I finished World 5. Last weekend I finally finished the Abominations World 5s. Long ass strings for a little bit of damage. Yeah, where do I get this miter's all done? Where do I get that out? It's that frozen iron. You go compound, compound cut 45, 1 9/16 by 4 1/4. Oh, does it give like specifications as far as what it can cut? Oh, it does. Okay, volts, 120 volt, amps, 5/8 amp. Ooh, no, 15 amp, 15 amp. Harbor, 5/8 inch. Okay. Rate speed, 4,800 RPM. Straight cut, 2 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. Hmm. And if I'm going to do this, like legit, if this is going to make money, this wood shop, um, I'm going to need a better miter spool. Clearly, I'm going to need better tools. I just bought, because I'm going to want to stack everything. I'm just get as much done as one shot as I can. I mean, I legit just thought like, well, we'll just buy a cheap one and see where it goes from there. Just buy cheap to get started on the wood shop to, and I mean, really, I say cheap, but I should say budget friendly. Um, I think the saw was like $120. Would I benefit from a $600 one? Yeah, probably. Yeah. Uh, Although, if I'm not gonna do this, then it's gonna be well, use it whenever I need it, type thing. So, or on the next project that I think, maybe I can make this and sell this. Maybe I can make that and sell that. So we'll see. Well, we gotta figure out what make. I mean, that's really the whole thing there is to get figure out what we're going to make, what's going to make us money. To where I no longer have to go to work every day. I can just sit down here and I can just go down to the wood shop, zip 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 all day long. Or well, as long as I can handle before I'm like, I could use a nap. It's really funny. Like I'll have trouble sleeping at night or even during the day. But boy, if I lay down for a nap, oh, that's 4 hours right there. Boom. Like it doesn't matter if I could lay down right now. I'll get a good 4 hours because it's nap. It's not sleep. If I lay down in the middle of the day, I'll get a good 4 hours. It's nap. It's not sleep. But to actually go to sleep, I'm lucky to get 4 hours. Except for those few times where I'm like really freaking tired. Like last week I called off one day. It was Saturday. He called off Saturday. It was an overtime day. I really didn't care. I mean, it did cost me 11 hours of time, but 11 hours of pay, which would have been good pay for that 11 hours, but it's okay. I mean, but I was so freaking tired. And the funny thing is, I called off work because I was just too tired to get up. I was just way too tired. I was like, I can't get up. Called off work and I was wide awake. I was like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. Like, you gotta be kidding me. But I forced myself to lay there, got another 3 hours of sleep. It was actually kind of nice. That's the way it goes. Like, to me, tonight, yeah, probably stay up all night just to try to keep schedule. And then tomorrow, I'll lay down, I'll sleep for two, 3 hours. Then I'll be up, and then I'll be afraid to take I'll be afraid to take a nap because I'll be like, oh, if I take a nap, then I'm gonna screw up my sleep. And then tomorrow night, I have to stay up all night. I'm ready for Saturday. So, I'm really excited about the woodshop. I want this guy to be done so I can just get started on the next abomination. I mean, not like start killing him, but started uh, trying to get the right bow. I mean, probably could have already done it. Probably could have already had my saw set it up. Everything. It really seemed like this was going way faster than this. It really seemed like it's going a lot faster. So, only 22Q left. Only 22Q. Ooh, did order myself some shirts today. Wow. That's another funny thing. Like I ordered shirts the other day, and it said, "Oh, well, the payment was declined." I never got an email saying, "Hey, payment didn't go through." Never got an email. Plenty of money in the account. Plenty of money in the card. I mean, plenty of money there. I'm looking at today, like when is my order coming? Because like they said it could be here today. I have ordered it. I think I ordered last. I think it was last Saturday. No, last Sunday. It's last Sunday. I ordered it while I was at work. Um, Sunday. They said it could be here today. So okay, well, let's check to see if we got a tracking number at least. Let's see where it's at. No, like down here, and I'm looking at the account. Uh, to see how much is in the account. Uh, because I'm like, okay, I did spend quite a bit last week, so let's just see. Why I get paid. I get paid today now, which that wasn't there at the time, but there was still plenty of money left in the account. Like enough money that I was like, okay, let's go ahead and order some stuff. Yeah, like let's order some more shirts, some more orders, and then I'm like, oh wait a minute here, like, let's look at this. Let's make sure I took the money out. I look, and now it said payment declined. So I said, why? So I went back on the site, found some shirts. Actually, added some shirts to what I sell on my main YouTube channel. Add some merch there, and I looked at the shirts that I added. Those, put the order in. The thing popped up saying, wanted me to confirm that I was who I was from the bank through a different website. I was like, oh, okay. Maybe that's why I didn't go. They just didn't believe that I was actually ordering that. So I verified who I was. The order went through. Um, but let me double check. Make sure the order went through. I don't think I double checked it. I was like, oh, okay. So they just didn't believe that it was me. So because I verified it was me this time. So hopefully, I mean, it looks like it might. Wait till it loads. See, this is what the other day where it was declined. Yeah, I went through. Okay. Which is kind of sad because it saved me. Like the other day when I ordered, they were having a way better sale, so it would have saved me an extra $30. But because the my merch site was having their Black Friday sale on top of the other sales, so I mean I got quite a bit off their end of it, and then, which was I was still able to put an extra code on to me. Will take my profit off of it. Take my profit off. Which I mean, I would be perfectly fine. Like if that site would just be like, "Hey, you have this money here. Do you want to just order free stuff?" I'd be like, "Sweet, free shirts, free things, free. I'm good with free. I mean, I might add more stuff to my merch store if that was the case. But like, oh yeah, I could use some blankets. I could use some. But no, they want to pay me. So and then I'm like, oh, the money's in my account. Yay! And yeah, I'm not paying it. I'm not buying that stuff. I'm stingy with my money. Stingy. No, I look at it as like I can buy a shirt. Okay, cool. That's free advertising for me. I mean, basically almost free advertising. You gotta buy shirts anyways. Might as well buy my own. So to me, it's really good advertising, especially when you work somewhere that's you get about 1,000 or more people on a shift. Sometimes you're like, hey, what's that shirt mean? Like, oh, it's just my YouTube channel. So, I try to wear. I try to wear my merch to work every day. So I did buy a sweatshirt too. So I just hope it fits. I mean, it'll fit. I just hope. I mean, I like my sweat. I like my. It's a hoodie. I'm sorry. I like the hoodie I have, which is not one of my shirts. I don't think they have a hoodie even close to even like each other. So I'm hoping I like it. I really am. The way it's like, I think I paid $30 for it. I think it sells on their site for 50. But we had 20% off, uh, and then of course took off the my my profit off of it too. You don't have to. I don't have to pay them and then them turn around and pay me back. You know, like, well, here's your profit on it. Which the other day would have been like, I still have it up. I don't have it up in I think what I ordered the other day was like 70 $76, and it's with their Black Friday sale, and I think my profit on that was like $18, which surprisingly it was still showing that I had $18 coming. So I was like, okay, they're gonna have to fix that. Ooh, I did check that. No, yeah, is that money still there? I mean, I won't complain if they pay me for it unless I missed something. Maybe someone else bought some stuff too. Pay in question was $18, so I don't sell a lot. I just sell a little bit, but every little bit helps, right? Also have some new shirts, updated shirts for videos going forward. So that'd be nice. Hmm. All nations slain. Okay, let me turn that off. Thank you. Oh, what's wrong? Yeah. Okay, what is the next abomination? Actually, hold on. Let's go ahead and take that fireball off. Okay, this guy is weak to wind. That is not what I can do. I have fire and I did have one. That's 132, 275, 138, 290. What's that? Hmm. Is it worth? He's weak to win, they're weak to win. Hmm. Okay, so we're at like 950 billion-ish. Oops. See what happens there. Complete trash, alright? Complete trash. Just draw me. Still falling. Falling. Side of him. Is that gonna help at all? I mean, I really. Think if it's worth doing, or if I should go try to farm out of wind above. Or I try to farm out of wind above. At least we can recoup some of that, because I mean that's a lot of loss there. That's huge. That is so huge. Where's my wind at? Stefan. Who drops the wind now? I don't remember. Here's the next map. So I was gonna take my damn my dust. What's that gonna take my dust? Yeah, my dust is gonna go. I don't know. Maybe it's not real. I thought it was gonna like jump, but We'll go ahead and stop this stream here. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. We'll probably create a new stream for the other guy.